Pitt was cast as an Irish traveler boxer with a barely intelligible accent in Guy Ritchie's 2000 gangster film Snatch. Several reviewers were critical of Snatch, however. Most praised Pitt. Mick LaSalle of the San Francisco Chronicle said Pitt was ideally cast as an Irishman whose accent is so thick even Brits can't understand him, going on to say that, before Snatch, Pitt had been shackled by roles that called for brooding introspection. But recently he has found his calling in black comic outrageousness and flashy extroversion, while Amy Taubin of The Village Voice claimed that Pitt gets maximum comic mileage out of a one-joke role. The following year, Pitt starred opposite Julia Roberts in the romantic comedy The Mexican, a film that garnered a range of reviews but enjoyed box office success. Pitt's next role, in 2001's $143 million grossing Cold War thriller Spy Game, was as Tom Bishop, an operative of the CIA's Special Activities Division, mentored by Robert Redford's character. Mark Holcomb of Solon.com enjoyed the film, although he noted that neither Pitt nor Redford provided much of an emotional connection for the audience. On November 22, 2001, Pitt made a guest appearance in the 8th season of the television series Friends, playing a man with a grudge against Rachel Green, played by Jennifer Aniston, to whom Pitt was married at the time. For this performance, he was nominated for an Emmy Award in the category of Outstanding Guest Actor in a Comedy Series. In December 2001, Pitt played Rusty Ryan in the heist film Ocean's 11, a remake of the 1960 Rat Pack original. He joined an ensemble cast including George Clooney, Matt Damon, Andy Garcia, and Julia Roberts. Well received by critics, Ocean's 11 was highly successful at the box office, earning $450 million worldwide. Pitt appeared in 2 episodes of MTV's reality series Jackass in February 2002, first running through the streets of Los Angeles with several cast members in gorilla suits, and in a subsequent episode participating in his own staged abduction. In the same year, Pitt had a cameo role in George Clooney's directorial debut Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. He took on his first voice acting roles in 2003, speaking as the titular character of the DreamWorks animated film Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas, and playing Boomhauer's brother, Patch, in an episode of the animated television series King of the Hill. Pitt had 2 major film roles in 2004, starring as Achilles in Troy, and reprising his role, Rusty Ryan, in the sequel Ocean's 12. He spent 6 months sword training before the filming of Troy, based on the Iliad. An on-set injury to his Achilles tendon delayed production on the picture for several weeks. Stephen Hunter of The Washington Post stated that Pitt excelled at such a demanding role. Troy was the first film produced by Plan B Entertainment, a film production company he had founded 2 years earlier with Jennifer Aniston and Brad Gray, CEO of Paramount Pictures. Ocean's 12 earned $362 million worldwide, and Pitt and Clooney's dynamic was described by CNN's Paul Clinton as the best male chemistry since Paul Newman and Robert Redford. In 2005, Pitt starred as John Smith in the Doug Liman-directed action comedy Mr. and Mrs. Smith, in which a bored married couple discover that each is an assassin sent to kill the other. The feature received reasonable reviews, but was generally lauded for the chemistry between Pitt and Angelina Jolie, who played his character's wife Jane Smith. The Star Tribune noted that while the story feels haphazard, the movie gets by on gregarious charm, galloping energy, and the stars their monocular screen chemistry. Mr. and Mrs. Smith earned $478 million worldwide, making it one of the biggest hits of 2005. For his next film, Pitt starred opposite Cate Blanchett in Alejandro González Iñárritu's multi-narrative drama Babel, 2006. Pitt's performance was critically well received, and the Seattle Post-Intelligencer said that he was credible and gave the film visibility. Pitt later said he regarded taking the part as one of the best decisions of his career. The film was screened at a special presentation at the 2006 Cannes Film Festival and was later featured at the 2006 Toronto International Film Festival. Babel received 7 Academy and Golden Globe Award nominations, winning the Best Drama Golden Globe, and earned Pitt a nomination for the Best Supporting Actor Golden Globe. That same year, Pitt's company Plan B Entertainment produced The Departed, which won the Academy Award for Best Picture. Pitt was credited on screen as a producer, however. Only Graham King was ruled eligible for the Oscar win. Reprising his role as Rusty Ryan in a third picture, Pitt starred in 2007's Ocean's 13. While less lucrative than the first 2 films, this sequel earned $311 million at the international box office. Pitt's next film role was as American outlaw Jesse James in the 2007 Western drama, The Assassination of Jesse James, by the coward Robert Ford, adapted from Ron Hansen's 1983 novel of the same name. Directed by Andrew Dominic and produced by Pitt's company Plan B Entertainment, the film premiered at the 2007 Venice Film Festival, with Pitt playing a scary and charismatic role, according to Louise Beale of Film Journal International, and earning Pitt the Volpe Cup Award for Best Actor at the 64th Venice International Film Festival. He eventually collected the award 1 year later at the 2008 festival. As of January 2019, it was his own favorite of his films. Pitt's next appearance was in the 2008 black comedy, Burn After Reading, his first collaboration with the Coen brothers. The film received a positive reception from critics, with The Guardian calling it a tightly wound, slickly plotted spy comedy, noting that Pitt's performance was one of the funniest. He was later cast as Benjamin Button, the lead in David Fincher's 2008 film, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, a loosely adapted version of a 1921 short story by F. Scott Fitzgerald. The story follows a man who is born an octogenarian and ages in reverse, with Pitt's sensitive performance making Benjamin Button a timeless masterpiece. According to Michael Srago of the Baltimore Sun, the performance earned Pitt his first Screen Actors Guild Award nomination, as well as a 4th Golden Globe and 2nd Academy Award nomination, all in the category for Best Actor. The film received 13 Academy Award nominations and grossed $329 million at the box office worldwide. Pitt's next leading role came in 2009 with the Quentin Tarantino-directed war film Inglourious Basterds, which premiered at the 2009 Cannes Film Festival. Pitt played Lieutenant Aldo Rain, an American resistance fighter battling Nazis in German-occupied France. The film was a box office hit, taking $311 million worldwide and garnered generally favorable reviews. The film received multiple awards and nominations, including 8 Academy Award nominations and 7 MTV Movie Award nominations, including Best Male Performance for Pitt. He next voiced the superhero character Metro Man in the 2010 animated feature Megamind. Pitt produced and appeared in Terrence Malick's experimental drama, The Tree of Life, co-starring Sean Penn de Palme d'Or, with the 2011 Cannes Film Festival. In a performance that attracted strong praise, he portrayed the Oakland Athletics general manager, Billy Beane, in the drama Moneyball, which is based on the 2003 book of the same name written by Michael Lewis. Moneyball received 6 Academy Award nominations, including Best Picture and Best Actor for Pitt. His next role was as mob hitman Jackie Cogan in Andrew Dominic's 2012 Killing Them Thace, based on the novel Cogan's Trade by George V. Higgins. In 2013, Pitt starred in World War Z, a thriller about a zombie apocalypse based on Max Brooks's novel of the same name. Pitt also produced the film. World War Z grossed $540 million at the box office worldwide, becoming Pitt's highest-grossing picture. Next, in 2013, he produced and played a small role in 12 Years a Slave, a historical drama based on the autobiography of Solomon Northup. The film received critical acclaim and was nominated for 9 Academy Awards, winning 3, including Best Picture. Also in 2013, Pitt had a supporting role in Ridley Scott's The Counselor, Plan B Entertainment landed its first television series on the 2013 to 2014 schedule as their joint venture with ABC Studios. The sci-fi fantasy drama Resurrection was picked up by ABC. Pitt starred in Fury, a World War II film directed and written by David Ayer, and co-starring Shia LaBeouf, Logan Lerman, John Bernthal, Michael Pena, and Jason Isaacs. The film was released on October 17, 2014. By the end of its run, Fury proved to be a commercial and critical success. It grossed more than $211 million worldwide and received highly positive reviews from critics. In 2015, Pitt starred opposite his wife, Jolie, in her third directorial effort, By the Sea, a romantic drama about a marriage in crisis, based on her screenplay. The film was their first collaboration since 2005's Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Pitt's next role came with the biographical comedy drama, The Big Short, which he also produced and also co-starred alongside Christian Bale, Steve Carell, and Ryan Gosling. The film was a commercial and critical success. It went on to gross over $102 million worldwide and received positive reviews from critics. The film was nominated for 5 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, earning Pitt his 3rd Academy Award nomination as producer. In 2016, Pitt starred in Robert Zemeckis' romantic thriller Allied, in which he plays an assassin who falls in love with a French spy, played by Marion Cotillard, during a mission to kill a German official in World War II. In 2017, he starred in the Netflix satirical war comedy War Machine, which he also produced. Pitt played a recurring role as a weatherman on the late-night talk show, The Jim Jeffries Show, throughout 2017. A 2017 sequel to World War Z was announced in 2016, before the film was briefly delayed, then confirmed to be directed by David Fincher, and then ultimately shelved due to budget issues. Pitt starred as Cliff Booth, a stunt double, opposite Leonardo DiCaprio, in Quentin Tarantino's 2019 film Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, reuniting with DiCaprio after To Departed, which Pitt produced and DiCaprio starred in. For his performance in the film, he received awards for Best Supporting Actor at the Academy Awards, Golden Globe Awards, BAFTA Awards, Screen Actors Guild Awards, and Critics' Choice Movie Awards. This is the 2nd Academy Award for Brad Pitt, his first that he received for acting. In 2019, he also starred in James Gray's deep space epic Ad Astra, in which he played Roy McBride, a space engineer searching the galaxy for his father. Pitt's performance was praised as one of his career best turn, delivering a performance that weaponizes passivity into a lethal form of self-defense. On April 25, 2020, Pitt portrayed Dr. Anthony Fauci in the cold open on Saturday Night Live, earning a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Guest Actor in a Comedy Series nomination. In 2021, Pitt entered the recording business by creating a company with French record producer Damien Quintard. Set in Pitt's Chateau Miraval in south of France, Miraval Studios will reopen in 2022 after 2 decades of inactivity. The previous version of the studio was one of the most iconic studios in the world, producing the records for Pink Floyd, the Cranberries, AC/DC, and Muse, among others. In 2022, Pitt starred in Bullet Train, directed by David Leitch, and reunited with his Once Upon a Time in Hollywood co-star Margot Robbie in Babylon, directed by Damien Chazelle. On January 5, 2022, he signed on to star in and produce a racing film on Formula One, directed by Joseph Kosinski, for which he will earn $30 million. He re-teamed with George Clooney in Wolves, a comedy thriller written and directed by John Watts, which was released in September 2024. Pitt visited the University of Missouri campus in October 2004 to encourage students to vote in the 2004 U.S. presidential election, 163, in which he supported John Kerry. Later in October, He publicly supported the principle of public funding for embryonic stem cell research. We have to make sure that we open up these avenues so that our best and our brightest can go find these cures that they believe they will find, he said, 165. In support of this, he endorsed Proposition 71, a California ballot initiative intended to provide state government funding for stem cell research.